Hey Scorpio, welcome to a reading. Scorpio, if this reading resonates with you, please like and or subscribe. I think I'm going to do this reading a little bit different. I'm going to follow how I did it for Pisces. I pulled general energy, what I see, like 3 cards, and then what your energy is. And then I went into different topics like your business, your career, your health, your spirituality, your love life, and an energy around you that you may or may not be aware of. So let me know if you like this. I hope it resonates. It's a little different, but the Scorpio moon and Pluto in me was like, I need some change. And it was also intuitively guided because I was like, you know what? Let's try something different, right? Sometimes you just got to try something different. All right. All right, Spirit guys, let's connect to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, please. Scorpio. Wanna get physical, physical. What is Scorpio's energy? What is Scorpio's energy? I feel a little bit light. That's interesting, Scorpio. Normally I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get drained out. Oh, somebody has the heart. Scorpio, your energy is the King of Cups, Hermit, and the High Priestess in reverse. Scorpio, you're paying attention to somebody here. You're looking into insight towards an energy. That's how I feel. You have feelings for somebody here. It almost makes you feel like somebody, for some of you Scorpions, it's like you want a silence to be broken. You want a truth to be known possibly, or you could be feeling like your intuition is clouded with emotions. You don't know whether it's emotions or what you're feeling is intuition. So it feels like you're trying to find something out, maybe spiritually. I see you very isolated here, Scorpio, but I feel like you're digging into somebody. Yeah, to be fair, it's a masculine energy. It's a masculine energy or somebody that you care about deeply. Okay. So intuition is being challenged right now. But I see why. It's kind of like emotions. Instead of going inward with intuition, the emotions they're mixed. Is it my emotions? Is it my intuition? Is it my emotions? Is it my you know what I mean? Like overload. Okay, let's do what I did for Pisces, right? You do have your spiritual lesson. Your spiritual lesson is the High Priestess. So Pisces had death in reverse. You have High Priestess in reverse. So usually High Priestess in reverse, they tend to struggle following their intuition. They tend to allow their emotions to get the best of them. So what you need to do here, Scorpio, some way, somehow, you need to ground yourself. Okay. You may have to look at something logical, maybe at all angles, logical, emotional, practical, right? Because right now I feel like you're looking at something with emotion, but also spiritual. You know, yeah, I just got in my head, like, some of you guys have a connection that's in the spiritual realm, like, you're not really with them, but you feel connected to them, and that can be tossing you a little bit. That's for some of you. So find ways to ground yourself. If you need spiritual guidance, I would suggest you get spiritual guidance. If you need to do divination, there are, um, yeah, some of you, I'm going to say some of you that are in the shadows, because it's not all Scorpios, could be delving into the dark arts, right? Tapping into somebody's energy. Okay. And you're not getting the answers you seek, or the answers you seek, they're not correct. All right. So you got to ground yourself, and you have to deal with those emotions as well. Now let's go into your career. What's going on with career in Scorpio? Career in Scorpio. Hold on. Career just came out with 7 of Pentacles. Career in Scorpio, but it hit my mic. Career in Scorpio. What's going on with career in Scorpio? 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is career. I feel, Scorpio, you're feeling a bit stagnant here. Either it could be that you don't feel like comfortable with where you work, possibly. Maybe you don't feel safe with where you work, or it could be that you might not have that financial stability that you would have hoped that you would have had in the amount of years and skills and education that you've put into it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't feel secure, maybe financially in your career. And for some of you, it is as simple as you don't like where you work. Okay, the environment, it's not beautiful, it's not pretty. Okay. Um, so that's what I see you experiencing right now. What I would say is it feels like you remember I said you need to be grounded, right? With the Nine of Pentacles. And it's, right underneath the High Priestess. I do feel whatever you can do to make your environment beautiful and comfortable, right? Even in your home, whatever way to help you feel grounded, because even in your career, there's a lack of grounding there as well. Do that, because Nine of Pentacles is like enjoying your environment, taking care of what you eat. It's the service card. It's Virgo energy, right? You service others, you service yourself. It could be that you're servicing others, but you're not taking care of yourself, right? So think about those things. Let's go to business. Scorpio's in business. Scorpio's in business. Full card in reverse. Another major lesson here. Some of you guys may feel like you're turning a new leaf, like there's a turning new leaf energy in business. So I don't know if it's where you're leaving, like shutting down a business, or you want to take a risk into something, but you're afraid. So I do feel, Scorpio, in business, it almost feels like you want to do something different, a new avenue, something maybe innovative, something experimental as well. So you may be kind of, I don't want to say bored, but you feel like you need to try something else. So whether that is a different type of business or adding in a different service or product, or maybe you need a vacation, you know what I mean? Or maybe you need to go somewhere for inspiration. It does feel like you need to try something different and new here. Something new. And the Fool is Aries energy. So Aries, they take action and they tend to pave the path. The Fool jumps off the cliff, not knowing where, if they're going to, but they trust that the universe is going to catch them. So usually with the Fool card, spiritual lesson is like the universe says, hey, you want to try that? It's not as bad as you think. You should maybe try that. We'll carry you the other way, but you have to trust and pack lightly. Okay. All right. Let's see spirituality. What's going on with Scorpio and spirituality? Scorpio and spirituality. Scorpio and spirituality. Ten of Cups in reverse. There's a disconnection here. Here's the thing with you. So Pisces had a disconnection with one, but you have a disconnection with a whole group of people. So I don't know. Are you tending to your altar? Are you tending to your ancestors? I feel like there's something about ancestry here that feels disconnected. Maybe some of you have to do research on your ancestry to build up maybe some lives. But there is definitely a disconnect here. Let's get a little bit more on that. What's the Ten of Cups in reverse for spirituality? For some of you, some of your family doesn't support your beliefs. And there's been like a disconnect because of your beliefs, possibly for some of you. What's Ten of Cups in reverse for Scorpio and spirituality? Queen of Swords. Yeah, there could be somebody in your energy. If this is a spirit guide, right? There's a spirit guide here that, and it's not bad. It's not a bad energy. There's a feminine spirit guide. I'm going to say that because that's what I'm feeling. There's a feminine spirit guide that's been watching what's been going on for some of you in family matters, and they're seeking truth, answers, and decisions. They want you to look at something logically here. Okay? I feel like there's something you need to research, do, implement, write something, because they're feeling like there needs to be some sort of harmony among your spirituality. Maybe the relationships that you have, your ancestry, your current guides. So I do feel like there's somebody here watching over you. It is a feminine energy. That's the one that's very prevalent. This feminine energy is very no nonsense. She's very guarded. So she's been burned before. She's very smart. She looks at things very logical. So if you're seeking information, there's a guy that is trying to help you to see the information. So try to connect. Maybe the guide is one of your ancestors. I don't know from what family side, what lineage, but it is a feminine energy. She could be a Libra placement. Okay, if you believe in that. Ooh, I just got a thought in my head, Scorpio, because with this imagery that I've noticed in this card, I've never noticed before. Something drew me to the severed head. See how she's holding the man's head? Then with that 10 of cups in reverse, there's disharmony here. There could be an acknowledgement, disharmony around. Oh my God, I can't even speak. Maybe there is a guide. Not maybe, because this is what's popping in my head. There could be a guide that you deal with. Maybe somebody on your altar that doesn't match with everything else. There's something about that as well. So I feel like there's a bit of discernment of who you are involving yourself with spiritually. So I feel like they're showing a disharmony. I don't know if an ancestor feels ignored or they don't feel celebrated, because I do see that it's a feminine energy. In this depiction, she has brown hair and light skin, but she's holding a man's head. You know, almost as if if two people have passed away, they must have hated each other, but they were married, right? And even in this lifetime, they still can't stand each other. But she carried the weight, you know? So there's a no-nonsense guide here who's calling out a disharmony. And they could be seeing disharmony around family. So anyway, moving on from that. All right, health. What's going on with health in Scorpio? Health in Scorpio. Health in Scorpio. Scorpio, your energy is drained. 9 of Wands in reverse. You can have blood issues because the wands are usually blood. So make sure your blood is okay. I hope you've gotten your annual blood exams. You could feel energetically drained because you are Scorpio. So make sure you're doing your spiritual cleanses and protections. Again, make sure that you're grounding yourself. Make sure you're not taking on too much, you're not absorbing too much of other people's energy or drama, because it does feel like you have weak defenses when it comes to your body. Okay? Like weak defenses. And look what I pulled. The freaking 7 of Wands. Yeah, you could be this. There could be something going. You need a better boundary. Something. Yeah, you'll know what that means. Let's go to relationships. What about relationships? Romantic relationships, Spirit, for Scorpio. Romantic relationships. What's going on for Scorpio? 6 of Pentacles is romantic relationship. For some of you, there's multiple people here. You could be giving to more than one person. Or if you're dealing with someone, they're giving to more than just you. For some of you in a relationship with somebody, there's somebody financially supporting the other person. Okay? So someone here in relationships, they're trying to, if this is like a partnership, it's like they're trying to help someone financially because the other person can't pick up their own side, right? There's a charity that's going on in a relationship right now. Those of you that are dating, there's more than one person, okay? Like breadcrumbing, right? Things like that. So it is showing balance, but technical 6 of Pentacles is when one person's helping the other, you know? So usually in relationships, they're giving to here, they're giving to there. All right. Let's get an energy around Scorpio that they may not be aware of. Let's get an energy around Scorpio that they may not be aware of. You have the Hierophant. For some of you, an energy around you is wanting, okay, if this is family, right? Because Hierophant can be marriages, it can be teachers, mentors, it could be traditional environment, traditional system like school systems, HR. It could be oh my god, what was the first one? The first question that I had, family drama, right? So there could be, for some of you, there could be issues around family dynamics where somebody wants to reconcile the issues. So if you're in a long-term relationship or a committed relationship, there's the person that you're dealing with, or at least in that energy of relations, right? Whether it's you to them, them to you, somebody wants to make something work. And it could be familial, it could be romantic, it could be platonic. Um, yeah. I also feel for those around you, for people around you that you may not be aware of, for some of you, there could be somebody getting advice about you. Okay? Yeah, look at that. I just split the deck. 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Somebody could be going to couples counseling, marriage counseling. Somebody could be getting advice about the separation and what's going on. It'll be different for all of you. Okay? All right. Scorpio, I felt for you to pull. I didn't do this for Pisces, so don't tell Pisces. I feel like pulling an Egyptian card for the pile of your spirituality. You got Anuket's flow. The Nile River goddess brings fertility and abundance. The Nile River goddess. Wow. Brings fertility and abundance. See, there's a feminine energy here guiding you. I told you. Okay. Scorpio, if you like this reading, let me know. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.